Okay, we're at another race at the Nurburgring. 30 competitors in total, including myself. You can see right at the beginning we've got Audi, Ferrari, Aston Martin, Jaminet in a Porsche, Bachelor in a Porsche, Grover in a Porsche, and myself right at the end. Track temperature is 39 degrees, quite a hot day. Just need to be aware of that the tyres will be fairly low when we start, or fairly low on temperature when we start. When we start where the mouse is on the screen at the moment, we'll be screaming down to there. We'll be going to the first turn in. The first turn in is sort of almost a really sharp hairpin round to the right. This is, you can imagine, after a long straight, this is a potential crash zone. So I'll be sort of going nice and slow behind everybody, trying to follow the trail. If I can, I'll get onto the inside or to the right hand side of the track, try and get me a good position into this corner. Out of that corner I'll be into second, hold second, I'll turn left on the first, sort of couple of apexes, quite a late apex, but I think the first part of it is confusing because everybody turned in a little bit early. Down this little bit of a straight there, which is only a few yards, maybe 100 yards or so. Everybody seems to come out of this corner and go to the right. I'm going to try and sneak down on the inside, keep tight at this bend here, try and take another place, and then it's this big switch over to the right hand side. You have to watch because you're turning so much in acceleration when you come out there with cold tyres. You've just got to watch you don't have a snap oversteer and into the barriers. We then sort of almost straight, keep going, it bends slightly to the right. This corner here, for me, is normally a third gear corner. Come down around there at third, sometimes it can be second, so in the first couple of laps it may be down to second. Very, very short straight, and a really sort of tight turn to the right hand side there. I normally go from third to second to first to second as I'm pulling out of there. It then goes second, third, fourth, fifth. At the end here where that line is, or just a little bit before, there's some black tarmac on the left hand side which I always look out and brake a little bit before that. So I'll be in sort of fifth gear here, going fifth, fourth, third, second, first. This corner can be first or second depending on how much traffic is in there. Come out of that, then we'll sort of go crazy, accelerating up and up and up and up and up. This is a sort of shoemaker S's, which is quite difficult. You sort of probably in third gear here, you go into fourth gear, you go to the right of the track, and you sort of cut over, hit that apex and come out of it. You then accelerate up a hill. You can't see that on this graphics, but there's a hill at the top. You go from third, fourth, fifth gear here. We stamp on the brakes there from fifth, fourth, third into this almost 90 degrees, quite a wide bend, so it's not that bad to be honest. So I think 90 degrees up in third gear. A little bit of acceleration, that sort of throws you over to the right hand side of the track, which is inside of this graphic. Then accelerate, 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 go up to there. Again, this is a third gear right hand bend. Now sometimes you have to take it in second, and that's all dependent how you come through this previous corner. The idea is then to accelerate as hard as you can, so it's second or third out of here, third, fourth, fifth. This little kink here is taken flat out in fifth. As you can't see with all the cars out, but there's a chicane, so you scream down here in fifth. Most cars into sixth. If you can see on the graphic on the right hand side, we now come up to that sort of 100 marker. You go past where the Bentley's on that, you could just go on where the Bentley, so you brake probably about 90 yards into it, and so they get 6, 5, 4, 3. You can go through this little bit of an S curve in second or third, in acceleration, then acceleration. Difficult bend here. First, second gear, trying to get out of there, not trying to go too far on the out, and that's a lap. So we've got 10 minutes in this race. We've got 29 people in front of us. That will be a difficult job for me to make it. Certainly get through half of them, get through 3/4 of them, and I'd like to be in the top 1, 2, 3. But it's a difficult thing. You'll find that the track lap timings will be quite slow. I mean, we'll be lapping 2:08, 2:07, 2:06, maybe the 2:05, because you're trying to weave your way through all of this traffic. You'll clear, and then you'll suddenly start to go down to 2 minutes, and it'd be nice to have like a 1:59. But this may be difficult because we're some time away. We've got 10 minutes to do it. Track temperature of 39 degrees, and we're just going to start now.
Stay double file.
What I am going to do is put the traction control up to 5. I either go 5 or 6. I'm then going to move the brake as you can see in the middle of the screen. I'm going to put that somewhere about 53.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
The idea behind that is purely to give me a chance to warm the front brakes up. So we're 30th at the moment. Doesn't matter if we're in first or second, we're still going to be held up down here. We're going to go round, the green will be, the lights will go to green before we actually make the next corner, to be honest, sort of normally, so we're quite a bit behind. You can never accelerate onto that first corner anyway, because that would be a problem. So the green will go any time now.
Green light, go,
yeah.
go.
We're out into second, into third, into fourth, into fifth. At this point it's not so much a race, it's almost a survival course. So you can see here, I can nip down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars, maybe
Slow car ahead.
Right into BMW.
Car on the
Cars
left.
behind us, we've got cars on the left, back number on the
Clear
left.
on the left.
Oh, what's that, Bentley? Sort of that area where I want to be on the left of that track, so we've made another 2 or 3 places up, or
car on the right.
what we have now is trying to get out of this bend safe. See, there's a bit of a slide now.
Clear on the
Tires
right.
are really still cold, brakes are cold, you can see brakes showing blue on the graphics. We need to start making places up.
Car on the right.
We need to take some
Clear on the
risks.
Car on the left.
Or into 5th
Clear
gear,
on the left.
back down
Car
to
on the
first
left.
if you remember.
Clear on the left.
Coming out of the Schumacher S's, it's something I'm never going to really push on the first 2 laps. I'm just trying to find a good space, get a good drive, and then hopefully switch there, probably go right
on the
there.
right.
We wanted to go right, so we've just made another spot up. We'll try and get the Lambo with a
Car on the
similar
left.
action. I've gone on the inside to
Clear on the left.
this Mercedes. I'm hoping that he doesn't want to pull
Car on the
over.
left. Clear on the left.
Okay. Now at this point it's all about survival again on the next chicane. This is normally a 3rd gear chicane. You can see I'm sliding. Eyes in right left. So out of this. Trying to get a good drive. I'm in second. Right, he's moved out to the right at least. We go to the right, yes, we've made it to the right hand side. We're going to go into 6th, I think that helps the braking down here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, right, taking the space until there, on the left. So let's push me out where I don't really want to be, to be honest, but
Clear on the left.
I would got that there, so back onto the left hand side. Never going to make that. Keep ahead and cool going down here. Pushing into second, look for a good run out of this bend. He's going to try and come across. We're going to go 4th, we're going to go into 3rd. He's on the left still, so okay. Expected that.
Car on the right.
just got him. You can see him just missing or just disappeared on the radar there. Into 5th again. Difficult area because you can't really get the run out of this back because you've got the Schumacher curves or S's coming up and you struggle to see. So out on the right hand side. Held it. Yeah, we've got a space. That was quite good. 5th gear here. 3rd turn. You can see that car still behind us. And we are close enough to take the inside? No. That's a 2nd. Ready for a good drive out of there. So that's okay. See the 2 cars in front of me sort of having a bit of a battle. So this will be interesting on this particular chicane down here. My idea is not to do anything silly, just to stay behind them at this point. What I will do this time, I'll start to move the brake balance, which I'm doing, to somewhere where he's going to make it go in 4th second of it. Oh, I missed the... trying to hold him in, I can't.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left.
Right, Ferrari's next. Second. The red and white curve, the sausage sort of curve. In there we're okay. We'll never take this place, but we've got position. We've gained a few yards there. Can we get the drive out of here? I don't know. Yes, no, yes.
You're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Yeah, that's quite good. They may hold each other up. If they are, then we're going to go out the outside of one of them, which we have.
Clear on the right.
And then we're going to try and outbrake the next one.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Which we did. Just about. The Schumacher S's, 4th gear. To hold it within. Accelerate. There's a Ferrari as ours soon. It's a 5th. So be careful where he brakes. And we're going to drive. If we can.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Right, we can see the leader. We've got 1 or 2 laps, so that's the problem. It's 1 lap, then we're never going to catch up. It's 2 laps there. We're going to go for it. Maybe 2 laps, I think.
Fastest lap of the race, man. Good job.
So again, I'm going to go for 6th gear because I think that helps me braking into this really hard. Cockpit. I think that's always a problem. You're trying to brake as late as you can, and it's on a fine sort of fine point, the same as here. You need to go as fast as you can. You need to hold it in between. You need to turn right, accelerate out of there, watching it doesn't snap oversteer. We've got a predicted of 201. Do it again. Coast, the apex, 2nd. Okay, we're getting closer, getting closer. Tyres a little bit warm at the front. Here, when we get the drive, as you catch up so much and you can't really brake and then there's nowhere to go. This would be naughty if this comes on.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
So there I can see him on the radar, brought us up. Okay. Guessing 1 more lap. 6th. Last 100 brake. sort of accelerate between the two curves there. Second into first, pull out there to second, third, fourth,
Right, you just told me last lap. Stay focused.
and then we go to sixth.
During so far.
Second. Again, same tactics, hook that curve. Accelerate towards the crane, into third, second, first. Forget the inside if anything. Accelerate. Okay. So we're looking at a 2-minute lap. We turn that into 1:59, I don't know. Not with back driving. 6 to make up. Fine. This one, I suppose. On the clock now, so it's better to finish sub 2 minutes. Again, same tactics, 100 yards, 6, 5th, 4th, 3rd, brake, push. Yeah, 1:59, 6. Tyres probably just a little bit hotter on the left. Backs aren't too bad, to be honest. I think it helped by changing that brake balance down to 46.8, so we kept the traction control somewhere. I think it was at 5, so that sort of helps much better, to be honest. Let's have a look at where we are. See, the time's getting progressively better, I suppose. 2:05, 2:02 to 1:59. You'd like to see them below 1:59, 1:58. As it warms up and you get better and clearer road. In a bigger race, you also find that the track seems to sort of rubber in, if that makes any sense, or it makes any sense to anyone. It's much that you can get better traction the number of cars have gone round. So yeah, that's 59 is fine. Racing 3 seconds off the superstars, but I think it's difficult. If you qualify early and get out in the lead, then you can get some good laps. I think if you're like 30th and you're working your way through, then I just think it's so difficult sometimes. That's another race at the Nurburgring. No doubt this evening there'll be more and more and more for me to keep practicing. If you're bored or if you want something to see, just keep logging in, having a look at it.